Coming up with a list of the best ISPs in the United States is tricky. In many areas, broadband providers don't actually compete against each other, and judging performance is a bit more complicated than just timing a couple of downloads. The crack editorial team at reviews.org thinks they've got the formula for comparing and contrasting ISPs. So let's dig into their stats and see which internet providers came out on top. Now, even if your ISP hasn't made this top 5 list, you're not going to want to miss all the work here on reviews.org. Make sure you've clicked all of those subscribe options under this video. It's good for you. These videos rock, and I think we might be running more contests and giveaways soon. Okay. Judging ISP performance. There are a ton of different criteria, so we can't just fixate on one metric. The editors at reviews.org broke down this list looking at type of connection, pricing, availability, customer service scores, and then weighed that against download speeds in various areas. Weighing all these criteria, our list represents the editor's choice for each type of connection. We're talking about broad footprints across the nation, so this list might not perfectly reflect the regional differences in performance for your neighborhood. That's enough rambling from me. Let's get to the list. Number 5, our editor's choice for best satellite provider, Viasat. Of the established satellite providers, Viasat offered the best speeds with the largest data caps. Satellite is tricky, and in many areas, we'd probably recommend you go with some kind of cable solution. Also worth mentioning that satellite currently offers very little by way of perks like bundles or Wi-Fi hotspot networks. But for folks in more rural areas, satellite might be the only way to go, and Viasat edged out HughesNet in our rankings. But of course, we'll be keeping our eye on Starlink for future comparisons. Number 4 on our list, AT&T. Alongside the data business, AT&T is working the hardest to bundle services, and there are numerous ways to save money on your bill and remove your data cap in the process. DirecTV or AT&T TV Now, a nationwide network of Wi-Fi hotspots, and they also run this little cell phone business on the side. You will have to look out for their promo pricing jumping after 2 years, but if you're looking to streamline the number of bills you get, AT&T is highly motivated to offer you price perks. What'll be interesting to watch in the future, AT&T is offering fiber in a handful of markets and is building more momentum on their consumer 5G network, so we'll have to see how that affects their scoring for our next ranking. Number 3, Centurylink. Our DSL editor's choice, Centurylink offers up one specific customer perk which helps push them over the top. With broadband prices rising, Centurylink customers have access to the company's price for life lock-in rate. As long as you're a subscriber, your bill stays put. Now, you can't keep that locked-in rate if you move or if you use one of CenturyLink's fiber plans. Plus, there are no Wi-Fi hotspots to use when you're out and about. But if you're more concerned about locking in your home data rate, CenturyLink might have the plan for you. Number 2 on our list, Verizon Fios home internet. If you can get fiber, get that fiber. Verizon is a monster competitor on almost all fronts. Great prices for some of the fastest speeds around. You can save cash on bundles with TV and phone service, and it scores the highest in customer service surveys. It's pretty much all good, so why doesn't it take our editor's overall best value award? Verizon Fios mostly operates in a more limited footprint out on the East Coast, and it doesn't look like that service footprint is going to expand anytime soon. Also, Verizon no longer operates a Wi-Fi hotspot network, which might be an issue for travelers, but maybe you're looking to offset that with Verizon's crazy fast 5G. Fiber to home is fantastic. We just wish more people had access to it. Which brings us to the number 1, our overall value internet provider, Comcast Xfinity. Balancing speed, pricing perks, bundles for TV, mobile, and home security, and nationwide Wi-Fi hotspots, Comcast arrives as our overall best value. There are so many options for your bundles, it can be a little daunting putting the right plan together. But for the intrepid consumer, considering their costs, you can tailor fit that Xfinity plan to your needs. Weighing all the pros and cons, Comcast is servicing the largest footprint with the right plans and perks for people to put together the plans they need. And that's our rundown. Cox, Spectrum, and Grande Communications all nab spots as runner-ups. And you can catch the full write-up on reviews.org, and we linked that write-up in the description below. Did your ISP make the grade? Do you think price hikes and data caps will change this list up for our next ranking? Will Starlink run the satellite category? Should we start factoring in upload speeds more heavily in our scores? So many questions, so you should definitely drop us some comments underneath this video. As always, thanks so much for watching, for sharing these videos, and subscribing to the channel. For reviews.org, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, and I will catch you all on the next video.